So, to me, it's really important that companies are always looking to improve themselves. I mean, a lot of times what I see when I talk to CEOs is that they look at their bottom line, they see they're making good profits, and thereby they feel like everything must be okay. Whereas the people who are actually in the trenches doing the work, they know better. They know that there's waste in processes, they're running out of space, and things of that nature that could actually help drive profitability up even higher. So a lot of organizations do this by creating their own internal continuous improvement program. And those companies who have taken this initiative, I really commend them for doing this. The only issue that I have around this that you have to be very careful of as a CEO, president, or C-level person in the organization is that do the team's initiatives line up with what is best for the organization? And what I mean by that is a lot of times the solutions they come up with, they don't necessarily present because they know that politically, internally, they'll be shot down before they get out of the gate. So a lot of times they are under pressure, and sometimes it's political pressure, to develop a solution that follows this specific direction. Even though they may not say that's not the highest priority, that's not the root cause of the problem, here is the best solution. What they present sometimes is swayed internally. And that is where an independent logistics and supply chain consultant can assist. And what I mean by that is they come into it with an unbiased perspective. They come into it with a wealth of knowledge coming across many different organizations and many different industries that they've helped. And they have no political stake in the game. Now, granted, the company may be paying for their services, but they're not there not to ruffle feathers. They are there to look at the organization, look at the business initiatives, and decide what they feel is the best solution for that organization, regardless of what pressures there may be internally. Now, for those who do not have a continuous improvement program, an independent consultant can come in and do it soup to nuts. They can listen to your symptoms, they can do the deep dive and understand the root cause of the problem. They can analyze it, develop and quantify a solution, and then help you implement it and help guide you and make sure everything's okay. So basically, they own the entire engagement. Now, for those of you who have your own internal continuous improvement programs, many independent consultants and supply chain architects happens to be one of those that offers a couple of different other services. First, they could be strictly the executive sponsor, meaning they manage the process, they make sure that everybody's doing what they're supposed to do, they're holding everybody accountable, but at the same token, most of the heavy lifting is done by your own internal team. Now, this really comes into handy when you have a team that's just starting up, or if you have some more junior players who don't really have the experience to lead the entire initiative. For those of you who have a more senior team, another way to approach this to make sure you are getting the right solution that's not politically driven, you can use an independent consultant as a sounding board. And what they do is they will understand the problem and then they will listen to your solutions. Even if they agree with the solution, a good independent consultant will be devil's advocate. The goal is, well, did you think about this? What about that? What if this happens? And they can also give their stamp of approval for the C-level people to say, yes, we do agree with what your team has come up with to be the right solution for your organization. So in the short term, I would highly recommend that as you're moving forward with your business and your initiatives, especially through 2018, take a look at an independent logistics and supply chain consultant.